here from Dummies in Seatown in Swords, and my Thursday tip today is on mindfulness. Mindfulness is increasing mental strength, or training for the mind. So just like we know, we can feel, and we see the importance of training the physical body regularly, it's exactly the same with training the mind, in that it's huge untapped potential by training your mind regularly as well and increasing your mental strength. If you imagine Johnny decides in January to go to the gym. He decided this the last 3 years. Every January he decides it. He's 3 stone to lose. He goes to the gym, but he gives up after 2 weeks. It wasn't because Johnny physically couldn't do the exercise or he physically could not eat junk. It was because mentally he wasn't strong enough. And this is the case with most of the problems we have. Most of the physical problems aren't actually physical problems. They're actually mental problems or mental strength, where we have the mental strength or the mental awareness to be able to conquer what we're trying to conquer. And that's why there's such huge untapped potential if you can train your mind a little bit. One other thing I want to put to bed is the myth on, some people think that mindfulness, training the mind, is just in case you've something wrong. So if you're suffering from depression or anxiety or any of that stuff, that mindfulness isn't for people who are healthy and happy. And this is totally untrue. Yes, mindfulness can really help you if you've any mental issues, but just like I said earlier, it's training for the mind. Just like we train the physical body, it can get better, you can get better. The more you educate your mind, the more your creativity can flourish, and the better you can actually do. So I just wanted to put that one to bed. For me, probably 2 ways I'm mindful. The book should be somewhere. I left it there. One is personal development. Personal development is just educating yourself. It's educating yourself about your thoughts and just bringing awareness to how your thoughts are actually affecting your whole life. And for most of us, our thoughts are constantly holding us back because we've constant fears about failing, and we've constant fears about being judged by other people. And really that just holds us back and keeps us in a place where we can't move forward from. And if you want to move forward, you need to get over all that stuff. Alright? For me, I'll just grab my book. The first ever book that I read on mindfulness was Byron Katie's Loving What Is. And this is a fantastic book, because all this book does is brings awareness to how your thoughts are affecting you, how your thoughts are constantly affecting your life, how your thoughts are constantly creating stories which are keeping you exactly where you are and creating problem after problem after problem after problem that you think are all physical problems, but it's really just stemming from your own thoughts. And it just brings you awareness to that, and to me that opened up my whole world when I realised how much I was screwing myself over every single day. So Byron Katie, Loving What Is, I think that's a great one to start with. Obviously Louise Hay, and there's loads of other mindfulness books that you can go, and I think once you start with any of these books, it snowballs and you'll keep reading, and it's something you'll possibly do for life, because you'll see what you get out of one book and you're like, wow, that was amazing, what else can I learn, what else can I learn, what else can I learn. The second thing of mindfulness is meditation. And meditation is just to trying to stop the chatter. Your brain is constant chatter, and we don't have control of it. And mindfulness is just learning to control it, okay, and to get silence. Because when you can actually stop all the thoughts, that's when you really have the great ideas. That's when you find the solutions to all the problems. That's when you have an innate sense of happiness, that you're not constantly trying to look for an external stimulus for happiness. It's just there, so what I do with meditation, as I've recommended loads of times before, the Headspace app, which you can get for free, and the Take 10 is a brilliant place to start with meditation. I still use the app every single day. It's fantastic, and it's just brilliant to take 10 minutes out, or even 5 minutes, or I have it on 20 minutes now, but I'm struggling to get to 20 minutes, so I keep ending up doing 10-minute hit. But either way, it's just brilliant, and the more you practice training the mind, the better you become at training the mind, and the less frequently you get caught up in the monkey brain of the constant chatter and the doubts and the worries and everything, okay, and it allows you just to live in the present a little bit more. It's a work in progress. For me, it's a work in progress. I suppose it's going to be a lifetime work in progress, but once you begin, you start to see the benefits of it, and you start to enjoy the benefits of it. So it becomes, to me, the meditation is like one of the best bits of my day, where I can take 10 minutes, just zone out, and start fresh then with whatever I want to do. I'm coming out with a fresh mind and feeling really good, energized, positive, happy. So that's my take on just becoming a little bit more mindful. And I think the most important thing is what I said at the very start: if we can realise that most of the physical things that we keep failing on are only because of mental things, and this is why the importance of training the mind can really help you succeed in whatever your endeavours are. I suppose because I'm talking fitness goals, or weight loss goals, but it can help you in all aspects of your life. I hope you enjoyed my Thursday tip, lads. If it was good, give it a like, a comment or a share. If you do practice your meditation, or if you've any other books you'd like to recommend for me, I'd love to hear from them. Whatever you've read, if there's anything good stuff out there that I haven't heard of yet, stick it in the comments below. And stay mindful, stay here and now. Alright, dinny out.